This video has been long overdue. So overdue it should be a sin. But I should have made this a while ago. I've had people asking me to make one, and I said I was going to make one and put it up 2 weeks ago, and I never have, so I'm really sorry to you guys that I told I would have it up. But this is a video on how to get the NFL rosters on Backbreaker for your Xbox 360. So here I'm just showing you. I have the NFL teams on here already, but as you can see, I'm working on Jacksonville's new logo. So hopefully I can finish that up this week. It looks, I know it looks bad on my phone, but trust me, it looks better when you're not looking at it through the phone. But I'm still working on that, and then after that, I'm gonna do the Dolphins logo. But I wanted to show you that so you can see that this roster thing, so you can see it works. Because when I upload the NFL 15 rosters that I have, it's going to be the old Jaguars logo. It's not going to be what I'm in the middle of creating right now. So that's why I was showing you guys this. So now that I've shown you that, let's get started. A couple things you'll need is a memory stick, USB stick, like so, or external hard drive, whatever. Make sure your USB stick that you're going to use has been formatted for a 360. If it hasn't, go ahead and, if it hasn't been formatted for a 360 and you have documents, pictures, videos, anything on there that you want to keep, make sure you transfer that to another hard drive, or just transfer it off of the USB stick you're going to lose, because when you reformat it to work on the 360, it's going to erase everything on there. So if you don't want to lose anything, just temporarily transfer those files over, and then once it's been reformatted, you can put them back on. But you need a USB stick, you need the program Modio, which is free, and I'll have the link for the description in that. And you need my NFL rosters, which you can download also in the link of this video and in the trailer. So without further ado, what you want to do is go to System Settings and down to Storage. You'll already have your USB stick and your Xbox. And we gotta wait for the storage device to load. And when you do that, you want to go to Hard Drive, Games and Apps, and scroll down to Backbreaker and pick your custom team save file. As you can see, I have a few custom teams, but if you notice that there's different profiles. So make sure if you have multiple profiles that are being used on your 360, just make sure you select the right profile that you want to put these rosters on. So, and then you want to just press copy, and you're just gonna paste it over into your USB stick. And that's the easy part. So now we'll head over to the computer. Alright, and now we're at the computer. We've unplugged the USB stick from the Xbox and put it in the computer here. Ignore the flower bed sheets. I'm staying at my aunt's house right now. This is her guest bedroom. Yeah. So ignore the flower bed sheet. I promise they're not mine. I'm in the guest bedroom of my aunt's house right now. But I've downloaded the file, and you can see it right down there. It's downloaded. So now what we've done, you need to already have Modio downloaded, and depending on where your computer downloads things, you need to make sure you know that. Like every time I download something, it automatically puts it in a download folder. And I don't see it. Alright, I found it. I don't know why I couldn't find it before, but see, you can see BB Cust there in the middle. That's what the file is going to be called. And what I've done is I've actually created a folder on my desktop. Oops, hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand while holding my phone, so a little bit slower. So what I do is wherever my computer downloads it to, I just take it, and I already created a folder for Backbreaker rosters that I have on my desktop. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it here in NFL 15. Now, what you can do is, this is the one I just downloaded. So I'm just going to put it right in here so I know where it's at. And the next thing we want to do now is, let me minimize all this stuff off the screen for y'all, is we want to open up Modio and press run. And that's the logo for Modio, just so y'all know. And when this opens up, we want to click Explore Device. And as you can see, both pages will be blank, no devices loaded, so you'll want to go to File, Open Close Drive, and you'll see this plus mark. Just click the plus mark. And sometimes, you're only going to have one. Like, see how there's three? Oops, I don't know why I got blurry there. Bear with me. Phone video cameras aren't that good yet. See how you have three? Sometimes you'll have one or two. If you have only one of them, that's fine. Just make sure you can find the one that has Backbreaker. And you'll basically just keep pressing it all the way down until you get to BBCUS 14. If you don't have this save file right here, that's also perfectly fine. I just had my game options saved on this USB stick. I don't know why, but I do. So, if this BBCUS 14 is the only thing you have in this box on the right, that's okay. You're good. So, don't worry about that. Right-click this and select, let me think. I'm trying to think of what order I want to do this in. Alright, the order I'm going to do it is we're going to extract it first. So what you're going to do is right-click BBCUS 14 and click Extract. And remember, this is the BBCUS 14 file that you just pulled from your Xbox. So if you want, create a backups folder to put that in. I already have something in there. I don't know what it is. But since I have my Jags logo that I'm currently working on right now, I made a folder for that so I don't lose this. So basically, if you have any custom teams you want to keep, make sure you hold on to the one you download from your Xbox. That's why I'm saving this, because I'm in the middle of working on the Jags logo and I don't want to lose all the work I've done. So that's why I saved it. So as you can see, if I open up NFL 15, go to new logos, I have it right there. So, and this is the one, as you remember, that I downloaded. And the wet file, if you're wondering what that is, it's nothing bad. It's another Backbreaker roster. I was actually just messing around with the ratings, putting players at like 120 and for speed and strength and all that type of stuff, seeing how it would affect the game. And if you haven't heard the song Wet Wet by Waka Flocka, I encourage you to listen to it, because it is the dumbest song I've ever heard in my life, man. It is so ridiculous how dumb this song is, but it's so funny. Like, it is the funniest rap song I've ever heard in my life. So that's why the folder's named Wet Wet, because I heard the song when I made that. Anyways, I digress. Now back to this. So we're going to right-click on BBCUS again and click Open in Resigner. And this page that pops up is your profile ID and your device ID. This links the file with your Xbox. So your profile ID and device ID will look different than mine that shows up on the screen right here, because it's coming from your Xbox. So you got to remember that. So this is a really important part. You need to do this, otherwise you're going to screw everything up. What you want to do is basically right-click and copy your profile ID and right-click and copy your device ID. You can only do it one at a time. So right-click, copy profile ID. What I did is I just created a notepad, and I put my profile ID in here, my device ID in here. So right-click, copy, paste, right-click, copy, paste, and then, you can save the notepad in your Backbreakers folder, so that way when you download the rosters, you know what your profile and device ID is. Because when you download my NFL rosters, this is what it's gonna look like. So if you just leave it like that and then put it on your Xbox won't recognize the file. So that's why you need to save your profile ID and your device ID, so that when you download my NFL roster, you can change them to these IDs to your Xbox ID, profile and device ID, and so it'll recognize it. I'll show you what that does in a second. So now what we're going to do is click Load File, and we want to go to the one that we downloaded, BBCus14. Just make sure you're grabbing the right one. Press open. Now, as you can see, my profile ID and device ID didn't change at all. Yours will end up looking like this, and but I don't need to copy and paste my own in because it's the exact same thing. But just so you know, what you would do is then the notepad that you saved your profile and device ID at, you would highlight and copy them, and then paste them in here. Well, first you would delete the ones in here, and then right-click and highlight, copy, paste over here. So once you've done that, you know what? Just in case that's confusing for someone, I'll do it. So look, delete and delete, and then I'll come over to my notepad. Copy and paste. Alright, so now that that's done, you're going to click rehash and freeze sign. Let me turn that up. When you hear that little beep noise, that means it worked. I like to click it a few times just to be safe. And then we can close that out. And, oops, no, I don't want to exit out of that. I'll keep that. And basically now what we're going to do is delete BBCus14 and insert the one that we downloaded, and we should be good to go. Actually, just in case that last step didn't work, go ahead and delete. I screwed it up, I think. If you follow what I just did and it didn't work, and go ahead and delete that file, and then, you know how we just deleted the one I already had, and then inserted, here, like I showed, we deleted the file, right? And then we right-clicked to insert file, and we picked the one that we downloaded, the My Roster file, the one that we just downloaded off the internet. So open that. Then go to Open in Resigner and copy and paste your profile and device ID in here. So after you open that, just delete, and paste over here. If just in case, I don't know if either way should work. I don't think it matters, but just in case you did it the way I just showed you, I might have to redo this video. We'll see. I guess we'll find out. So let's go to, once you're done, you can go to File and, oops, stay open, and close Drive. Once both screens are blank, you can go ahead and exit out. And make sure you come down here and safely remove your memory stick. And we'll take this over to the Xbox. Alright, so now we're back on the Xbox. Just go to System, Storage. This time select your USB stick and go to Games and Apps. Backbreaker is probably going to be the only one loaded, unless you got other stuff. Make sure again you select the right profile that you want, and then copy and paste it over into your hard drive. And that, folks, should give you the NFL 2015 rosters well before Madden. The reason why I'm disconnecting from Xbox Live, if you're wondering why, is I got rid of the Great House 3 update on Backbreaker, and that's because every time you go into My Teams, it changes the team ratings and settings and everything. And so, obviously, if I'm connected to Xbox Live, it's going to ask me to update Backbreaker and install that Great House 3, but if I were to go in and change the Jags logo, it's going to screw with all the ratings. That's why I don't have the update on right now, so I can edit the logos without the ratings being messed up. And here you go, your NFL rosters. As you can see, back to the old Jags logo, not my half-done logo. And I hope this video was really helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I also only have one more video coming. Make sure I'm only gonna have one more video for you guys for a good while. I'll have it out at the very latest this Sunday, August 3rd. I'm starting training camp 2-a-days on August 4th. And once that starts, I'm not gonna have time to do anything. So I mean, they're pretty much. I mean, yeah, I won't have time to make videos. I'll hardly even have time to play Xbox for 30 minutes. So my last video is going to be the updated logos for the Dolphins and the Jaguars. I'm not very good with the logo editor, but I'm gonna try my best. I've never been good with the logo editor, but I'm really gonna try my best. If you guys don't like it, then I can obviously just re-upload the Backbreaker roster with the old Jags and old Dolphins logo if you guys really think it looks bad. But yeah, so I'll have one more big video coming out, and that'll be the logo updates. And 2-a-days goes for about 3 weeks, and then our season starts August 30th. And I'll upload videos as I can. I have a bunch of stuff recorded right now, but when we're in season, that's going to be busy too. So this might be the last one y'all see from me for a while. But keep playing Backbreaker. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, spread the word, play online. Just keep the Backbreaker community going. And, if you're a PS3 user, this only works for 360, but LT Magic 23, he has the PS3 Backbreaker NFL 15 roster, so check out him, LT Magic 23. I'll put his YouTube channel in the description below as well, so you PS3 guys aren't left out either. But, yeah, that's about it, guys. Peace.